following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
And this is what your soldiers wear?
No, this is a disguise, so this is what people...
Subterfuge. I am well versed in subterfuge.
This is what people out in cold weather would wear.
Why?
To keep them warm, because we are weak, pathetic things, and it is very cold enough to be dangerous outside. You are pretending to be weaker than you are, to hide your might.
I'm not mighty. Please. I aspire to be, but that's unlikely now.
Well,
Here you would be a god.
That is not true.
Goddess, then, would be more accurate.
No, I think you were wrong. I think your gods would have a problem with that.
well, anyway...
Who's Tyler when you need her?
There's only one god.
Pretty sure he doesn't dress like that. He dresses much.
Can you
much
imagine
fruitier.
how much cooler the Bible would be if Jesus was just like Thor?
Oh, yeah. So much cooler. Very cool.
Well, there was that whole...
I personally, I love the Bible.
Yeah.
There was that whole thing where he spent an afternoon braiding together that lash that he uses to chase the moneylender out of the temple. That's pretty badass.
Like baby Jesus kills dragons before they took it out.
Yep, that was tits. So yes, we will probably have to fly them into town to go to the library.
We could kind of do that because there's no. It's
So
not
it's
actually snowing
just you
anymore.
two girls.
It's not snowing anymore. We don't have the
I
cover.
was there as well, but
Okay, so you're going with them. You're leaving Gamer alone with Balin. Alright. We'll do you guys first because Stephen's busy. We'll come back to him.
the base
guys-
is warded and we trust him.
There was so much of the powder everywhere. It's just been a hindrance.
Yeah, it's a real pain.
Ah, a maintenance worker. Excellent.
It is really handy. Very handy.
So we could walk this way and it would maybe take a little longer.
Okay, so you go to the book gym. Now, this is going to be a huge surprise to you, but it's shut.
Yeah. In fact, it's probably blocked.
No. Walks up to the door. It doesn't open. Oh. Cling, cling.
Well, the
Okay.
door's open.
In we go.
Hopefully, there's no alarm. But I mean, who's
She stands in the middle of the dark library and says, "Where are the books?"
On the shelves.
Oh, they must be inside these protective covers.
Technically correct.
what?
Really?
Well, you didn't have a clue when you flicked through that newspaper that this was.
I assumed that was just a rag.
Hey, we call it that too.
Yes, and
This
there...
is going to take some time for me to absorb all of the learning of your people that I'm capable of absorbing.
Well, to be fair. Okay.
I suspect this will be done faster than we can process.
That is actually still going to take a lot of time.
I hope she's being sensible and only choosing the subjects that matter.
Let's reading everything.
I didn't even get around
I
to
have now found out about Playboy.
I was going to say, oh, she's gone into the adults only. And she's done.
What do you imply?
Nothing.
I'll wait on the roof. If somebody saw us or there was an alarm, maybe Destroyer will come.
Good point.
About the only
I
thing that
don't
could
hear
move out
anything,
here.
but it could be a silent alarm.
Problem is, how are they going to get there?
Well, if they have a Destroyer out there. but I don't think any of the other vehicles could. But we should be on watch.
Okay, give me a perception check, you bastard.
You bastard.
31.
That is enough to pick up the very interested party watching the book gym.
From where?
Across the street.
And they are...
Are any of them looking up?
Nope.
Okay. Well, crouch
They're looking
down.
at the broken door, caressing their shotguns.
Wait. But she was completely disguised.
Yep.
How would they possibly know?
I never said they're here for her.
Okay. Who else
Here
could
for
they
my
be
sweet
here
man
for?
meat.
I can't think of anybody else that people will want to hunt down and turn in.
Yeah,
For a
guys.
bounty.
I'll call both of you on the communicator. There are guys outside with shotguns watching
Okay.
the library.
I'll take care of them.
Don't hurt them too much.
Oh,
You can't
I wouldn't
select.
worry.
I'm just looking out and then just going, covering up the entrance again.
The guys go... and they wander off.
So
Oh.
lazy.
I'll follow them in eagle form rooftop to rooftop because you see there's no clouds, so I can't exactly hide.
Yeah.
And just watch them with enhanced vision for a bit, make sure they actually go away. Or
They
if
find a bookstore. And they
Huh.
break into it and start shooting up the place.
Why are they shooting? Do they just want to destroy the books? I imagine there's no one else in there.
With your enhanced hearing and perceptions, you are able to hear something along the lines of, alright, this will teach them not to like football. Yeah, football. Woo!
I barely read books, and even I know that you are all idiots. If I didn't have something else more important to do, I'd kick your ass. Back to the top of the library.
You all done, Stephen?
Yeah.
That was quick.
No.
He's
got
just
that
done
now.
He's just
Oh,
done what
okay.
he's going to do tonight, I'm guessing.
Well, there's no way I'll...
Just collecting all the information.
I don't
so it's
have
easy
a
to
cipher
find.
for it. But I would just be spending time to try and, because I saw the codes in there, find this and I'll ask him, do you understand this? And I'll have the picture there.
I do not.
It's obviously
I have
important
seen it before, though.
because there's at least 3 or 4 frames that this popped up in and went away from. It's embedded in the video.
Most likely, yes.
It must be really important.
It is. That looks like... I've seen that in my father's machines before. Usually only in communication with the military superiors. It's probably some kind of...
Message hidden in the inside, subliminal messages or messages hidden in the coding so that enemies can't see what's... Yeah.
either that or it is the closed captioning software making an error and functioning when not intended. Happens sometimes. My sister likes you a lot.
Sorry?
My sister finds you attractive.
Sorry?
She won't tell you that.
Okay.
I'm just interested.
You're interested in what?
Your reaction.
Oh, okay. I'm not of your race, though.
And
Wouldn't I be polluting your genetic pool? I don't know.
I'm not an expert, but I'm led to believe it doesn't work that way.
All I need is... That's all I'd need. I already have a father-in-law that is of another race that would kill me in a second. It wouldn't be the first one.
I'm interested in your stories. If you will allow me to take over the attempt for a little bit, you may talk.
About?
The adventures you have had with the numerous father-in-laws who wish to destroy you.
Oh no, just mainly one.
Did you displease his daughter sexually?
No.
Did you contradict him in a public forum?
Oh God, no. No.
I do not understand then. Have you angered his daughter?
I hope not. I possibly have a couple of times, but she's quite understanding. I just don't really want to get on his bad side. I mean, I'm weak. You know, half these guys around here that I socialise with, they would beat me in a second. If it wasn't for my ability, I would be...
I can sympathise with you.
Yeah.
I am a Tesh. My powers are purely intellectual.
Oh,
I am constantly surrounded by family members who look upon me as a disappointment.
I know the feeling.
However, the battle fleets would not function without us, nor would the technologies. I am reminded of this by my father constantly, who says I must ignore the disparaging remarks of my other siblings.
How many siblings do you have?
432.
Big families, then.
It is statistically larger than the average family.
Okay.
My mother is a complete slut. From your reaction, I am gathering that is not the correct term. What I mean is she enjoys sex greatly.
Nothing wrong with that.
She is also Tesh.
So you take after you.
She works at the genetic sequencing laboratories and is an expert on reproduction.
Good at what you do, I understand.
How do humans choose their mates?
Wallet size.
It depends. There's so many different ways that you can choose. Well, I met Ultra Girl when she was actually in her current state. Not comatose. That'd just be weird. But as
Would she not be easier to sex if she were comatose?
Yes, but that would still be wrong.
Yeah,
Of
comatose
course.
girls can't say no.
But no, I'd met her at
Like literally. It's implied though.
Come hither, close-eyed.
That drooling, vacant emptiness. What?
I met her at school. I mean, I didn't know at the time that
A
she...
tale as old as time.
Yeah, but
Two young minds meeting together at the Ticharium, both hoping to grow into something productive and wonderful, discovering that they are very compatible and all of their parts fit together with a wet squelch. Then goo shoots in.
yeah,
Romantic.
I don't know about that, but
I am not a poet.
it's very hard at the moment because I've got my job and my...
What faction of your society makes those pellets that rip through my flesh so easily?
It depends on who the manufacturer is. There's a few that actually make those.
There is so much chaos in your society. How do you survive?
There is laws, and for the most part, most people follow those laws, which is quite lucky that we have such a high percentage of people that do follow those laws. Then there's the ones that only slightly flaunt those laws. Then there's the ones that are just straight chaos.
So your society operates by a form of informed consent.
No.
Everyone agrees to follow the laws? And agrees what the laws should be. By a consensus.
To a degree, in a broad way of saying it, because again, a lot of the laws that are brought in either through, especially nowadays, through knee-jerk reactions.
That is very different from the Imperium, where it takes a fucking coon's age for anything to happen.
Oh, it normally takes ages, but if they really, really want that law in, they'll find a way to get it in without you knowing.
Perhaps when your society grows up, you could petition for membership in the Imperium, and then order could be imposed upon your world.
I don't think humans as a race at this moment would be able to function like that. We would actually cause you more chaos.
Not for long.
I understand that, but it would still
Of course you could not gain membership at your current state. You do not even have the ability to resequence your own genes at will. Very basic.
resequence your own. There is.
For example, if I was dead set on not being a Tesh, I would have simply altered my genetic progression much earlier on in life. To be something else.
See,
even now I could temporarily resequence myself into a garbage version of something else.
Not worth it.
Of course not. Being a Tesh is just fine, and I'm not any gayer for being one.
Why would they think... Okay, in your world, what does gay mean?
Happy. Or homosexual.
Same as here then. Okay, I understand.
Oh, yeah. Of course it is slightly harder for homosexuals to breed. You need an adapter.
But it is possible. That's a bit more forward than our world. Where you have one group going, it's evil, kill them. And then they are other group going, oh no, it's good, it's natural.
Your planet.
The more I look at our planet, the more I think we're just... Sorry, I'm quite distracted at the moment. After what your sister said.
Oh, she can be very offensive.
You
must forgive her.
No.
She is not used to people who don't immediately comply with her viewpoint of the world.
No, about her being able to save Lisa.
Well, she did pass her battlefield medicine courses.
So, what exactly does that mean?
When a soldier sometimes becomes exhausted in training, they may go into a state of insensitiveness. A battlefield commander must know how to rouse them from it by reintroducing energy into the body.
Okay. That sounds...
It is a particular skill that she is very proud of having, but tries to treat it as though it is nothing. This is... How does your planet put it? A flex? I believe it is Finadab.
Finadab.
Again, I don't understand these words. And I think you... No, I don't.
I'm sorry. Sometimes it is difficult to understand a purely verbal form of communicating. And back to the other group.
We will probably have to take special attention to showing her an atlas that breaks down all of the world into countries.
Oh, you should not give away this information freely. I have already memorized the geographic disbursement of your planet.
But these borders of the world here reflect places that have different laws and everything, so you can see how divided the world actually is.
And you should also especially not tell me that cooperation against these different sections will be difficult at best.
Ah, I didn't say that.
We won't tell you
Well, I
that.
have analysed your atlas, and compared with the political information contained in the periodical section, I have determined how I would conquer your planet if it were armed and capable of resistance in a way that would need conquering.
Which it's
The
not.
good news is, I actually think you could last maybe an afternoon.
Oh, goody.
That's a very long time.
But I wanted you to understand this because you bad people, good people, people that will hurt you for being here, that this is a very divided world.
I think I have read enough to be going on with. It would take me much longer to absorb all the necessary information, and I can only read so fast. Sorry.
So what would happen, because I don't think this has actually been specified, what would actually happen when your people conquer this planet? What would they actually do?
They will not.
They will not.
This planet will cease to exist.
And
That's bad.
what possible benefit or point would that have?
It's a little complicated, but I can boil it down to it removes a destructive and rogue element imperfection is the wrong term, it's too strong, from the galaxy.
And from their perspective,
Well,
we
so-
attacked first.
So, in other words, while we are primitive and basically
That is
pointless right
that is
now,
the defense we hope to put forth.
in like 1,000 years or something, we might start being annoying. So,
How did Q put it? A primitive, savage child race.
you know, Q.
You know Q,
Yeah.
so I know Q.
Oh, I see. I've got okay.
Well, that
His hat is very fetching.
and they perceive the act as an attack and not an act of self-preservation.
Yes.
We hope to change their viewpoint in this. It is very clear, with your constant wars between yourself, your inability to alter yourself on a cellular level, your limited person-based mental states, and your Ronald Reagans, that your world is not ready for even this kind of testing. I believe you should be left alone to continue your development to the point where you can even comprehend the validity of a test.
Realistically, we're probably going to destroy ourselves before we even become a threat to you guys.
I have faith that you will not. You are not powerful enough to destroy yourselves.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better.
I mean, those who seek your own destruction will be countered by others of relatively equal power, neutralizing that threat.
I see.
And what exactly is the test? Is the battle cruiser?
I do not know. That information is not given to adolescents. It is a military secret for the military caste.
Oh, the military having a secret, having to put us through a test is probably not going to be pleasant.
So you don't keep historical
No
records?
tests are.
You don't keep historical records on prior tests with other species?
We do, but I do not have access to those. I am an adolescent. There is actually probably therefore a chance that I am misunderstanding everything here, and that you should be. Father superiors are seldom wrong.
Well, we
But
can.
it does seem that you do not meet the qualifications that I have read about elsewhere.
I can definitely tell you 100% certainty that Ultra Girl did not send that destructive weapon out towards your territory with
Before we
any
go back,
intent.
we should restore
So-
her to functionality.
Yes, that
It would be what the
that's what
gamer wishes.
wants. Yes.
We just have to find her. Or communicate with her.
How hard could that be if she is so exceptional?
Well,
She's asleep.
she's in that comatose state, so
Oh, can you?
I would need to know what her mind is like first.
Ah.
Your planet is a cacophony.
Oh,
I like it. Reminds me of parties.
I have met her before, but never linked with her minds. I don't think I can be of any help.
and I am not familiar enough with her mind and the current state it's in.
I will use your telephone device to call the gamer.
Yeah, sure. There's probably one.
Click. Your phone rings.
My phone.
Yeah,
The one that you ripped the cable out of.
he's fixed it. It's not hard.
Oh, I was going to get to that. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. I love working with simple crafts.
Hello, Plastic Advisory Board.
I am Valeria.
Oh, hey, Valeria.
You may remember me as the striking woman.
Yes.
I have purple skin, and that is strange.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm sitting beside your brother.
Am I not supposed to give my credentials?
Just tell him what you called him for. I think he's.
Oh,
probably
I wish
waiting
to
for
take
that.
possession of your woman. How may I do that? Where should she be?
Sorry?
Do not apologize. I will wait.
She wishes to go and help.
Oh!
Needs an address.
And I'll tell them the address that we that we left her. I don't know if she'll be there or not now.
Do you have geographic coordinates? Wait. There will be a map here. Never mind.
Also, if you want, the others were with me when we dropped her off.
Very well.
Cool.
He is fun.
I mean, I do know where
Yes.
her apartment is.
Ah, then take me henceforth.
Okay.
We will get this shit done.
You have very colourful language. I realise it's technically our language, but
Am I using it incorrectly?
no, it's
For the most part, it's fine.
yeah. It's just a little crass. And then I will unblock the entrance again. And
When they come
basically lead the way to probably meet up with you on the roof, and then
I'll just drop down.
and then I'll basically lead the way to Lisa's apartment.
So yeah, last time
Yes.
we were here, there were guys with guns, and Valeria has a bad experience with that.
Yes, I
Oh,
was wondering how the whole thing was going to go.
out. Is that it?
What you pointing at?
The apartment building.
Yes,
Uh,
she should be, and I'll say there
Second
haven't many
floor then,
floors
yeah.
and
she has armed guards who will be tending to her, and they will have firearms again, but we don't want to hurt them.
I understand.
I mean, if we could
Thank you.
potentially.
Door explodes into splinters.
Oh,
This is kind of
subtly.
Bang,
We need
bang,
to-
bang.
We need to talk to her faster.
We do.
She is so small and fragile.
Oh, we've kidnapped her. Again.
We should move
You remember
Yes.
where the base we take you to is?
flawlessly.
You go ahead, we'll catch up.
Very well. She'll walk off down the street.
Might not be good for other people to move at that speed. Oh, come on.
Okay, never mind. I assumed you were going to be zooming there it's just as fast as you zoomed. No, never
I
mind.
just kind of like
I'm only an adolescent.
I just kind of like put the clothes she gave me onto Ultra Girl because in her state the cold might suck.
Okay. Sometime later they'll arrive back at the base where you two nerds are.
Hey,
Stop.
Valen is saying to him, and then a general thrusting motion, pushing in deeper before pulling out, will usually result in an ejaculation. That should help you.
I know all this.
Bevan's going
Then
to
why
come.
did you ask?
I didn't ask.
You asked how to please a woman.
I didn't ask that.
Bevan's going to come jogging in ahead of the group, just like, Xander, try not to panic, but we might have kidnapped someone again.
As long as it's not Lisa, it'll be fine.
Good news!
It's Lisa.
Oh God, he's gonna flip his
And by
lid.
might have, we mean 100% dead.
Oh my God.
Don't you wanted her fixed, right?
Yeah.
Lie her down on the riverbed.
Wednesday.
You didn't hurt any of the guards, right?
They are unconscious by my understanding of your physiology.
What do you mean?
We probably didn't hurt the guards.
We warned her not to hurt the guards, though they would be armed with firearms. But she's very, very fast, so if you're going to say something to her, you need to say it quickly.
The one called Spectra in this clothing is exaggerating. She is complimenting me excessively. I am not very fast.
By our standards, you are.
Well, maybe not.
I only
Nikita.
know one person who might be faster than you. She's got problems too. Anyway, helping Ultra Girl.
Bevan's
She'll
just
start fabricating stuff out of the discarded bits of the beacon.
I wouldn't be noticing that.
What are her tolerances?
In this form, nothing.
Oh, I see. She'll shoot laser beams into it, and it will shoot some kind of ray onto her, and she'll wake up.
That was quick. 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 Quick.
There's only one way to stop Labour's taxes.
Kill them.